How's it, everybody? This is Mundo, and check it out. I've got new pickups on my Solar, and today I want to share them with you. These are bare knuckle Silo Humbucker pickups, and they're actually Rabea Massaad's signature pickup model. So, a little close up. All right. So, if you heard the demo I did on this guitar, you can hear that the original pickups sound great. They're heavy, they're dark, and I think they sound great. My problem is for the jobs I do, for instance, in the show I do here in Las Vegas, it could be full-on metal chugging, and then at the drop of a hat, it's got to be clean and chimey and with a lot of clarity because I might be using a lot of effects. I wasn't getting as much chiminess or glassiness that I wanted out of the original pickups, so I thought I'd start looking for some new pickups. I did a fun gig with Dinner Music of the Gods. And once again, they're full on aggressive metal, prog metal, but then they will go to a clean tone, at least the guitar parts I had to play, to contrast the heaviness. And once again, I wanted a clean, articulate, warm sound, but I wanted to keep it modern. So I started looking for pickups. I'm a fan of bare knuckle virtually. I've heard them on the internet, but I was really interested in the VH2 pickup. I opted not to go that route because I think I'd love it, but I wanted to keep this dark, heavy, and more metal and modern. You chase the references of the bands we like or the players we like. And honestly, the first player I went looking at was Rabea Massaad. I wanted to see what kind of pickups he used. And as luck would have it, he used bare knuckle, and as luck would have it, he has a new signature model, these Silo Humbuckers. So I did some research and did a lot of listening and different reviews. I suggest listening with cans. You can really hear what you want. I've never played them, so I had to take a chance. I'm not affiliated with the company, so these are used from eBay. And I just took a chance. By the way, Bare Knuckle has a great website with a lot of sound samples and specs and stuff, and I really appreciated that. And on the Bare Knuckle website, Rabea says that he needed a pickup with the ability to create glassy, ambient leads and warm, clear chord tones. Equally, I needed to sound crushingly heavy and aggressive. And that's exactly what I was looking for. So I want to keep this dark, but I wanted to try to get some glassy tones. And I don't mean the Strat 4th position glassy tones. I wanted to get this guitar sound and make it a little more glassier. And that's one thing that I couldn't really do with the original pickups. I got a great clean sound, but I wasn't making it pop, and it just wasn't equally as great as the heaviness for me that when I use distortion. So I just took a chance, and I'm super happy. These are Alnico 5 pickups, twin screw coils. Originally, since I got this on eBay and the price was right, it's covered. So we're going to take the covers off. I'm going to show you this. Check this out. This cover, it's got the caricature of Rabea on it, and it's kind of classy. It's kind of cool. Looks cool. The further away, you can't really tell what it is, but it's done well, and it's not too cartoony, so it's still kind of hip. And then, yeah, of course, it just looks hip from far away that way, in my opinion. But we're going to take them off, and Brandon from Made on Earth Guitars dropped these in. He didn't think they would fit, and he was right, but he only had to do a little bit of shaving on one edge, and then they popped right in. And the reason we didn't take the covers off is the coils are poking through. So, hey, we thought we'd give it a try. It's got a cool look. And, yeah, so far, super happy with it. And by the way, here's a tip. Brandon says these covers are easy to take off, but get your guitar tech to do it. So, by the way, if you notice any difference in this guitar as well, Brandon moved the volume knob up so I can have access to it. I don't use a volume pedal. And also we changed the knobs because this felt real good. And I think this looks better, more cool, but this felt good. This is a top secret thing I'm not going to talk about now, okay? We're not going there. Super happy with them, especially when you can split them. Super articulate, lots of clarity, and that's the player that Rabea is. Articulate clarity. He can go from heavy to funk to some really ambient, clean sounds. And if you're not hip to him, check him out on YouTube and follow him now or after you see this video. By the way, if you like my videos, please subscribe. I'd really, really appreciate it. Anyway, you heard these on the intro, and now I'm gonna go back and talk about the tones, and we're gonna isolate the guitars, and I'll just tell you what I like about it. And there's not one thing I don't like about it, so I'm super happy with this purchase. Highly recommend these bare knuckle pickups, Silos Humbuckers. All right, check it out. The first tone we're gonna look at, the way I started the song. And by the way, this guitar is great. It's made so well. The neck is flat, fast. This part was actually really easy to play. I think I wrote it on another guitar, and I couldn't play it on that guitar because it was too small. I had a lot of room for my fingers, so awesome. And I'm going for that fourth position kind of strat tone, but still taking advantage of how this guitar sounds. And I'm happy with the tone I got. It was warm and very glassy. And there's a ton of effects on it, but the pickup still was able to give me the clarity of the notes. Let's check it out. All right, so now I'm going to add some distortion into the mix. This is the main rhythm part, and full humbucker. Just chugging away. I'm not the heaviest chugger, but very happy with this. And you can hear I'm moving notes to go with the clean part that I played. And I'm hearing all the notes. I'm hearing the palm mutes. And I wouldn't say this is the most forgiving pickups, because when I make a mistake, it lets you know. Let's talk about the other clean tone I used. This was right down the middle, splitting the pickups. I wanted it thin, but I still wanted it to cut through. And I recorded two separate parts and panned them to each side. And it was kind of an ambient tone that I was looking for, something that I was going to put in the background of the mix, but kind of fill things up. Still a lot of effects on both these tracks. I'm going to play them together. I played a run in this song. I played two lead lines, and it's just a fourth away. Used the humbucker, but for this I wanted it to be very mid-rangey, and I dialed in that tone and got a lot of clarity. Just guitar, pickups, and some distorto. Alright, this is my favorite tone of the video. I'm so happy with this tone, and this is exactly why I wanted these pickups. It's kind of a dirtier, clean sound. There's not much to it. There's guitar and of course the pickups. And I'm just not full humbucker, just second position, splitting them. But to me, it's a pretty cool, modern, clean. And there's a lot of information I'm playing, like some Lydian chords, and like this C with the B flat bass. And even with all that information and moving chords, I felt like I was still able to get my point across. It was clear, lots of clarity, still warm, and you know, not so polite. And yeah, this was cool. Alright, for the solo, I used the humbucker, bridge humbucker. I didn't saturate it as much as I wanted to. I just wanted to see how much the note would hang on, how much sustain I would have, how easy it would be playing. So I would say it's pretty heavy, but not as heavy as I think it should be. But it was still really comfortable, and I felt like I was able to do what I wanted to do. One thing, like I said, it's not so forgiving is, boy, when I made a mistake, you heard it. Or if there was a little mistake within the take, because let's just be honest, this solo is not the first take I did. Yeah, I had a good take and a little mistake, it would just jump out. So that just shows you the articulation you can get from these pickups, and also shows me that I need to be more clean. Alright, there you go. That's the Rabea Silo bare knuckle pickups, humbuckers. Hope you like it. Please leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I can make it better. And until next time, this is Mundo. Aloha.